Thank you for visiting me on YouTube. I didn't see this coming. The Hurricane Gustav is about to approach the Gulf Coast states. And I want to say my prayers to those who live in Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama. With it being on the Drudge report being the top story, it pretty much overshadows Sarah Palin, the Alaskan governor who was tapped to be Senator John McCain's vice presidential candidate. Now, I just want to come to the conclusion that the Republican Party is now desperate. The Politico called Senator John McCain desperate. When it's reported on the Drudge report, that usually is a bad sign of the things to come at the GOP convention. 3 of the main headliners may not attend this event, and that will be your President of the United States, President George W. Bush, Vice President Cheney, and of course, Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger of California. They're not going to attend this event because of the hurricane, and of course for Governor Schwarzenegger, it's going to be his budget crisis over in the state of California. Some of the Republicans in Senate and in House are facing some of the most toughest re-election campaigns. And they're going to be sweating under their collar because it's really hot up in Minneapolis, St. Paul. Ron Paul supporters are going to rally up in Minneapolis and St. Paul to let the Republicans know if they don't put Ron Paul on the nomination, then they're going to face some scrutiny and backlash because Libertarian Bob Barr says, "Come to my flock, I will support your views." Senator John McCain picked Sarah Palin. It didn't get that much buzz in the media. Although, of course, they're going to say, liberal bias. But, of course, that's not liberal bias when there's a hurricane and most of the major networks have to cover that hurricane because, of course, the Republicans don't want to repeat what happened in Hurricane Katrina. Oh, yeah, they're going to say Ray Nagin and Kathleen Blanco, the former Louisiana governor, were responsible for it. Of course they were idiots. But President Bush's failure of leadership has also showed that the media and, of course, millions of fans and supporters of the president are now jumping flock to the Democratic Party. When President Bush and Senator John McCain were celebrating his birthday, which was August 29th, back in 2005, the hurricane hit Louisiana. They thought that this would have been minimized to just minimal damage, but the levees broke and flooded Louisiana. It flooded New Orleans. New Orleans sits at a sea level, and with those levees breaking and the people who are kind of nervous about losing their homes staying, it became turmoil for all those citizens who lived in New Orleans. About 60% of that city is African American. And then Hurricane Rita hit, killed many other people in Louisiana and Texas, and still failure of leadership. So I just don't understand why the Republicans want to have a party in Minneapolis, St. Paul, when your headliners are not going to attend, a traitor in the Democratic Party is going to speak, and the governor, who usually brings on a lot of fans, is not going to attend. Senator John McCain and Sarah Palin may be in Mississippi to assess what's going to happen in the states, and that may be a publicity stunt because I can remember that Senator John McCain wanted to be on an oil rig and a hurricane was to approach that, and he bailed out on it while Barack Obama was in Europe doing his European tour and getting to know the people and getting millions of appraisals from all over the world. And yet, the right-wing conservative pundits are still hating. They're hating on Barack Obama because his successfulness and effectiveness has been his key to winning ever since he beat Clinton in the primaries, Keys in the Senate race, and those below that. I mean, this man is pretty much experienced in how to deal with people. I mean, he was a community organizer for the poor. He had walked from city to city with his wife and his 2 children in the state of Illinois, and he took on a carpetbagger who once said that Hillary Clinton, who was from Arkansas at the time, wanted to be in New York because she was a carpetbagger. That would be the Alan Keyes lost really bad that year, and now he wants to run for president. And guess what? He's back into the radar of obscurity thanks to his kicking out his lesbian daughter. And now, with that being said, I want to repeat to all those critics of Senator Barack Obama. Senator Barack Obama was a Harvard-educated law professor. He taught classes at schools. He has been doctrinated as legal. He has been experienced in the field of organizing events, and his campaign has been drawing millions of dollars from supporters like myself and those across this city and probably across this state. Obama has an advantage in cash over Senator John McCain. Senator John McCain may end up being Mondale Ferraro or whatever he may become if he keeps doing what he does. But who am I? I'm some dumb idiot, right? That's what most of these critics are calling me. When I'm hip to what's going on in the media and what's going on in my community, I'm some idiot. When I say I'm supporting Senator Barack Obama, I'm some black guy supporting the black candidate. Okay, this is what I get out of them. This is what I get out of critics. Well, I'm got news for all the critics out there. Quit being so damn cynical. This is America, the freedom of speech, the freedom to post videos on YouTube, the freedom to do whatever you feel like you want to do as an American citizen. Or for those who are watching me across the world, thank you. To all my supporters, thank you. To all my critics, whatever. I'm doing myself a favor by keeping up with what's going on in the world. You want to sit there and criticize, go ahead. Rate it poor, do whatever you want. I don't care. But I got news for all those supporters of Senator John McCain, all the Pumas, and all the Republicans and conservatives who are just so jealous of Senator Barack Obama and Senator Joe Biden. Go suck a lemon and call yourselves bitter. Oh man, this is fun. The Republicans couldn't ask for anything better than a hurricane, the Drudge reporting on Sarah Palin, and even Sarah Palin's family may vote for Obama, as in the case of his mother-in-law, the one that she wanted to get at for some things, and of course the brother-in-law. Thank you for visiting me on YouTube.